get started. So I've played through some of it already, as you can see. So I've just kind of like started back at the beginning to try and catch some of the stuff I've missed. One thing you definitely want to do is play around a lot with this. This is your main control. Okay. Let's do this. Moss.
Your time has come at last, dear reader.
So the I've actually put the subtitles on because I'm having some weird audio hiccups. Every once in a while the audio's... Hey, how are you doing? Alright, so yeah, I got the subtitles going because I'm having some weird audio cutouts. I don't think it's the game. I think it's just my headset's acting up. We shall begin. The Bravo team, blah, blah, blah. Ah, Bravo team, yes. I have not played any of that yet. But yeah, guns in first person, it works. Hey, Stimson. Hello, hello. Not gonna watch as not played. Yeah, if you don't want any spoilers, this is definitely not what you want to do. I just wanted to fire those up. One, to test my streaming. Am I playing on a pro? I am not playing on a pro. I am a poor gamer. Alright, so yeah, if you don't want spoilers, you've never watched one of this as well, this is that's because I've only ever done one. I sat in on one of Brian's for Skyrim for about an hour. This is my first solo, so let's see how it goes. Alright, so the basic kind of story narration is storytelling. I don't know if you can hear the voiceover, but basically everything is done by this one really well done storyteller. She reads all the actions and does the voices. So I'm going to skip ahead through this. Ooh, alright, bright and shiny. Yeah. The games are expensive enough as it is.
Albeit an unlikely one, did arrive at a time she'd be needed most.
So I believe a scene like this was in the demo, and one thing that the video does not capture at all is the scale. It does still work fine, yeah. And honestly, I mean, I think I just don't know about the interaction. I get it. I really get the criticism on the platformers, but again, the drum I've been banging is the scale and the 3D sense in this place is just, it makes it a totally different thing. Yeah, as far as PSVR Pro, I mean, those of you guys who have it, awesome, good on you. But I think the limitations of the headset are really where things are bad. Simpson, this is not my first playthrough. I've mostly completed the game. But I just figured for my stream I'd kind of start from the beginning to give everybody a sense of what it's like without getting too spoilery. So right now this is a little part of the story. Quill is discovering the magical glass piece, very subtle, and I'm going to get right in up on her because that's one thing, like, the graphics quality here is insane. Look at the cute little backpack, it's adorable. I mean, seriously, look at that detail. Hey, okay, she just saw me for the first time. Hello.
She was not exactly sure what she roused, but she felt no danger from the being.
So one of the things is she absolutely reacts and sees you, and will point to you, and with my little blob of energy here, I can actually pet her. Oh, I think we're still in the story. Yeah, she is adorably cute. Quill is going to get my vote to be the PSVR mascot. She is amazing. There we go. Oh, now we can pet her. Yay. Alright, you can cut the grass and whatnot. As of yet, I haven't discovered anything that you can sort of unlock or win. Now, one thing, this being my kind of second playthrough here, what about the boxing octopus? The boxing octopus is great. Don't get me wrong. Boxing octopus is awesome. But, man, she's just so adorable. Hey, come on. Can you see this on a t-shirt? You see this on a t-shirt, people are going to say, what is that from? The boxing octopus is cool. So I'm going to try again. Alright, so hopefully you folks can find me again. Hooray, internet. Alright, so buttons. Alright, what I'm doing now is just cutting some grass to kill time to see if anyone's watching this. So, if anybody's out there, if you can y'all let me know if you can see me or not. My settings are telling me that I'm broadcasting, but... Anybody? Wait, did I grow back? No. One thing you'll notice is, in places where you can jump onto, you'll see like scratch marks. Hey! It did die for a second. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I have an okay internet connection. It's usually fairly reliable, but it is, you know, Comcast, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so what I was saying was, you can see little scratch marks on ledges like that that you can grab, so that's a clue. Another thing she'll do is if you just kind of hang out, hey KC Vids, just kind of hang out there, she'll sort of get a little bored. Yeah, low server juice. Do you think it's on my end or their end? Waiting till tomorrow. Yeah, no, totally wait, Ashley. Absolutely. No, you know, I don't think there's too much plot-wise I'm going to spoil, but there are puzzles and whatnot that if you are a puzzle fan, I don't want to give away the solutions to. So one thing you can do as the reader, hey, she gave me a thumbs up because I'm figured it out. Yeah, the quill t-shirts. There is an awesome one on Amazon. There are two quill t-shirts I saw. One is just kind of like sort of a bit of scenery with quill in it. I'm gesturing with my hands, as you can see me. And one is just her focused and drawing a sword. That is absolutely going on my wish list. Anyway, so what I was saying was she does follow you and pay attention to you, and if you get stuck, she'll just kind of like, you know, nod her head in the direction or point to where you should be going next. So it's not like a huge, you know, hey, here's how you do it. The other thing is, people have been saying, oh, I don't want to play a third-person platformer. Here's what you can't do in other third-person platformers. I can stand up and look behind blocks and look for clues and hidden things, and there are a ton of hidden things in this game. That's why, you know, in my review and a lot of reviews you'll hear, you know, there's 3 hours of gameplay, and I'd say that's true for the main story idea, but if you want to find everything, oh, man, I don't even know how much time there's going to be in this game. I've had this for a couple days now, and I still have not found everything. I'm sure.
Her uncle often warned, was when
And again, the
Irene
subtitles
was
there are
lost
something
in
I turned on
but Quill
myself,
had heard the stories of the magical creatures that woke to protect the forest.
just so I could pay attention to the story and y'all. So, move the magic box. Okay. Is collectible hunting... That's, you know, that is a really good question. Well, with modern games, it seems to be what people are doing, is they make the game be X hours long and then put all this other stuff in there. My question is, which I haven't had answered yet, does unlocking those unlockables get you more gameplay? How many hours am I? I probably put 2.5 into the main game. Oh. Okay. Oh, here's one of the first catch your breath moments. No, sorry. It's a little ahead of the game there. So here's Quill heading into town. Yay. And this is where I really hoped it was going to turn into like a little RPG thing. What's up, people? Hey, Brooker Bulldogs. And just a question, this is my first solo stream on my setup at home. How's everything sounding? Does everything seem alright? I'm sure there's something hidden there. There's no question. Alright, so now we... So, Quill can smash stuff up. Sound is good, thanks. But also, you can reach in and smash up. Oh, thanks. Good to know. Okay, so... Again, we can find little hints. Like, you see the scratch marks there? That's telling me... Oh, it's time to see. They're not... Hey there, everything sounds great. Awesome. You folks are amazing. Can I say that, like, for real? Brian roped me into this, I don't know, almost more than a year ago now, and I thought it would just be a fun lark. Um, and you folks have made it just so much more than that. Well, we appreciate you guys too. As far as immersion, it's a totally different type of immersion. The closest I can come to those of you who have watched Alamet and are sick of me talking about it, you have that very same sense, because I'm going to stand up again. You know, you get stuck in this third-person platformer, but you can stand up, you can look around. I mean, this is, for all intents and purposes, a fully realized 3D world. So you get the sense where you can just reach in and, you know, pick up just about everything. And when you get in tight on objects, the detail is just so far beyond what you've seen, or what I've seen anyways, from a lot of these games, that I really think that Polyarch has just raised the bar way high. You know, guys, we love the platform, and so far we've been so happy to just get whatever games we can. But honestly, this is really showing that we need to expect better. So that's my my shout out to everybody. We need to hold these developers accountable. Here's my first disappointment with the game. You can't really interact with the NPCs. They kind of stop and look at you. Is this pro patched? From what I know, I believe so. Oh, he's giving me a naughty finger because I have my sword drawn. Yeah, exactly. Expect better. I mean, hey, not for nothing. We've dropped a lot of money on these things. Especially us early adopters who paid stupid money. VR can't, yeah. You know, hey, I'm not blaming Sony. We're the ones who decided to pay this. But, so here he is. This is one of my first oh my god moments. So, I mean, look at this. Just, you can stand up. Look at everything. I mean, you got moss on the roofs. There is a trophy for cutting the grass, and I just got it right before my stream died the first time. And there's a little baby quill trying to pretend to be me. Yeah, no, Booker Bulldogs, I'll absolutely agree with that. I have spent more money on games for this platform than I have for pretty much any platform previous. Hey, Fisher. You know, before this, I was always like the value gamer, at least a generation behind. But I'm so excited about the promise of VR that I am absolutely drinking the Kool-Aid. Okay, you know what? I was so distracted. Yeah, yep, exactly, Kev Grit. Yeah, I played, was it Rhyme? Was on the, yeah, the PS, yeah, it was one of the PS Plus games. I picked that up. I picked up Mirror's Edge because I love the series, and Deus Ex when it was on the PS Plus games. But honestly, I haven't played them. This is one of the first real puzzles in the game, and one of the first times I killed Quill. Yes, hello. I almost don't have the heart to do this, but we must... Oh, I missed it. Gosh darn it. Okay. Oh. And here's Quill's first death. Oh no. Rhyme was pretty fantastic. But again, I got that, and then all of a sudden we had this land in my lap, and a bunch of other games. Oh, I haven't thought about trying that. The cinematic mode for Mirror's Edge. There we go. And again, look for scratches. That's a great indicator of where you can go next. No! Oh, come on. Alright, so this is where I realized the downside of streaming. Performance pressure. I feel bad if I screw up. But again, just look at the animation on her. It's exactly what a mouse warrior should look like. Let's see, and I'm up here. Oh, we won't judge. I suppose it's only fair that you do. Spending all this time playing games, trying to pretend like I'm an expert, I should actually be good at them. Alright. This one was tricky. Any word on Wipeout's VR patch date yet? Not that I'm aware of, but honestly, Brian's the guy who handles more of the day-to-day info stuff. I'm the poser who got lucky. For a living? Oh, I wish I reviewed these for a living. That would be ecstatic. But no, I review them for fun, and honestly, again, like, I really wouldn't have kept doing that except the response from you folks has been so amazing. Your support is absolutely what keeps us going. Well, it certainly keeps me going. Let's see. And as far as, yes, wow, okay, here's another one, like, the scale is fantastic. Moss or Apex Construct? Ooh, that is a tough one. So I would say this. If you're looking for just kind of like adrenaline combat with a little bit of puzzle, then that's really Apex Construct is your thing. If you want, I want my mind blown by amazing visuals and a really, hey J-Dow, and just a really cute and whimsical story. Moss is the way to go. I think, man, that's we've had a really fantastic week or two of games coming out. But gun to my head right now, I'd have to say Moss first, but then Apex Construct second. And as far as the Patreon go, what happens with the Patreon is 100% of that goes right back into supporting the channel. So, you know, games that we can't get a review key for, or just Brian's costs as far as, you know, producing and whatnot. So, yeah, you know, maybe someday when we get that mythical 100,000 subscribers mark, and Brian can hire me full time. But, yeah, by the way, Squirrel Jockeys. All right. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go into here, and we're going to go into the story mode for a little bit. Oh, here we go. All right. So while that goes on, I'm going to skip through this as fast as I can and look away. Johnny Menthol. Subscribers. Thank you so much, Johnny Menthol. Alright, so I'm skipping through the story to avoid as many spoilers as I can. But basically, you're a mouse. You found this magical object. Your uncle went to go talk to someone and disappeared. Look at this. I mean, yeah, the graphics are amazing. And like, look at the details in just the little books on the library. I don't know how well that's coming across, but the depth and the 3D of this is so well done that I honestly feel like I could reach out and pick up any of these objects.
Hey kid, over here. I know where your uncle went.
Yes, you know where my uncle went. Oh, there's a picture of me.
Bold now. Very important.
I mean,
Bring that
really,
glass.
did anyone need
We're going to need them.
to animate or draw that shield there? No, absolutely not.
Hey, Starling, wait.
I mean, I can't get over the amount of detail that goes into all these little things. It feels like I'm looking at a real live dollhouse. And again, I'm not going to go too much into any secrets or things that are hidden around here. Although I want to see if that works. Okay, no, that doesn't work. Secret behind the bed. Yeah, we're trying to avoid secrets. Shh, 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 shh. Alright. But we do like smashing stuff, so let's smash some stuff. And again, for those of you who are just joining us, I do have the subtitles up because I'm having some audio issues on my end. I'm not trying to give away anything, and those are totally optional. And they have it in multiple languages as well. Darren Nelson, no problem, man. No, but it is a good point. There are some complaints And I justifiable complaints that the game is pretty short, but there is tons of stuff to find as well. So, I mean, honestly, just from the visuals alone, I think it's worth every penny. You know, if you have that person in your life who's just like, oh, I don't get VR, it sounds stupid, why would I play a VR game? You know, maybe they're not going to get Job Simulator, which is my usual number one, you know, first recommendation for people to try. But this is, if you have someone who's like visually oriented, who loves art and whimsy, this is absolutely. People are donating to the stream. I don't know how that works. Secret of Nim, yeah. This is very much Johnny Menthol, Brooke Willow, just left 5. I'm not getting the full sentences of what you're saying there, but hey, man, if you guys are giving money to support the channel, then my mind is absolutely blown. Again, I cannot stress how amazed I am that you folks are just so emotionally supportive and like actually financially supportive as well. So thank you so much. I don't see the donations. Super chat, don't worry about it. Okay.
Starving, you can't just barge in here with your riddles. Where is he? What do you know?
Ooh, what's in there? Let's see, is that a secret? Bought some oh, you did, yes, thank you. Yeah, to those of you who bought the Girl Scout cookies, thank you so much. Okay, there's nothing in there. Oh, there's another nice little touch. I don't know, Thacker. This is the first I'm hearing of it. We do have a Patreon if you want to support on that. But as far as these donations people are talking about, I really don't know what's going on there.
Trouble your uncle's head.
Right?
The kind only
yeah,
you
let's.
and that silent giant up there can get him out of.
And click on the dollar and give money. Huh. Oh, okay, that must be YouTube trying to compete with Twitch then, huh? Alright, so I'm going to do this thing again. Look up and around. Ooh. But, alright, let's move on. Aha. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Yeah, I this is the first I'm hearing this donation thing. That's fantastic. You guys are amazing. Let's see. You don't have to do that, Jade, but again, always look for the scratch marks. So upset. Yeah, exactly, Darren. Yeah, everyone who's complaining about the length of the game, again, I totally get it, but you need to play. You need to play it to really get a feel for it. And man, with the amount of work they put into this game, every penny is worth it. You know, we tend to forget, as you know, as the consumers, how much work this kind of thing actually takes. Like the coding and the programming, the design. I mean, just the art alone is amazing. So, you know, I'm a full-on believer of supporting people whose work I love. You know, that's why we have our... Oh, just made it to the castle gate? Oh, the main castle gate. Okay. Yeah, it depends on the pace you play it. We get back to work. Think you'll ever do a Midnight Games cast? Right now, my work schedules and the recording schedules really don't allow it. I'm at the fencing club when Jeremy and Brian and Michelle do the Midnight Games cast. So on the off chance there's a week I'm not doing that, maybe. But for now, I guess we're not crossing those particular streams. Reviewing Bravo team, I don't know what the plans are as far as who's going to get that particular assignment. We're in the process of getting myself a reliable audio setup here in Shablin so I can do more actual reviews. So look at that. Okay, so now we're in a very different environment. We're in the marshes. I think they call it the mires. But look. Freaking deer in the background. And oh yeah, a human's. Oh, there it is! Haha! Okay. So I gave one away accidentally. In most, if not all the levels, there are these little scrolls. But again, I know, right? Yeah. And again, there's the depth of the deer in the background. It's just really there. I'm going to show you something on this next screen, which if you like that, you'll love this. Game ruined. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm trying to avoid ruining anything, but I missed that one the first time through, so I'm going to get it. Yay. No, we don't collaborate with Frank too much. I mean, the way we see it, hey, the more people we're talking about VR, the more exciting it gets, the better for everybody. You know, as I like to say, VR is a big tent. So, more power to him, more power. Yeah. I think I know what's coming. Oh, so here's the other deer. I'm whispering as if it's really here. I think. Oh, there we go. It noticed us. Okay, did that have to be there? No, it didn't. That could have been just like gray and haze, right? All this could have just been blocked off and just focused on, you know, in here what's happening. But no, they're giving us this sense. Again, you've got the mouse-sized world interacting with the big human-sized world. All right, so Quill will get impatient with me. Shh, I'm not doing rabbits. Was I a reviewer in the past? No, I was not, but thank you. I appreciate that. For me, when I'm doing my reviews, I just try to make the thing I would be interested in. You know, I'm not super interested in graphics quality unless it's so breathtaking like this. You know, I want to know. The way I think is I try to figure out what the designers were going for and did they hit it. And does it add anything to the conversation? Hey, Polish Paul! How we doing, man? Loved your playthrough. I'm gonna be a little honest to everybody here. I got stumped on something, and Polish Paul's absolutely helped me out. So you definitely want to check out his full playthrough. Sorry about that. Obviously, I need to do some work on my connection settings, which is weird because everyone was saying it sounded okay. Alright, I'm going to hang around here until I see someone pop up and let me know that I'm actually broadcasting. Hey. Hey, hello, Brooker Bulldogs. Okay. So I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Every time it bounces my like that, I go back and check my connection, and everything seems to be all right. I mean, my upload speed isn't great, so maybe that's what's happening. Look at that, yeah. And of course, again, another bit of that sense of scale. Here's just this huge piece of armor that I'm walking through. Okay. I'll break those.
Just on the other side is the mire. The starting to show her. There's a good chance your uncle's still there.
Yeah, again, props to the voiceover. You know, there's only the one actress, and she's basically reading it like you would read a story to a little kid, which adds to the sense of just whimsy and fantasy here. Good luck. And here I come. So obviously something horrible happened here at some point.
The starling seemed anxious. I've ruffled enough leaves in these parts. I can't be seen with you. I'll catch up with you later. Just don't go and die on me.
That's comforting. Okay. So I am now fully in the mire. And here's what we call in gaming a teachable moment. Yeah. So, 1, stuff can break. 2, those hurt. And 3, you can heal her by centering on her. He lifts up. Ooh. Oh, someone earlier had said they're looking for a Secret of Nim sort of game, and this has definitely got like a Secret of Nim, Redwall sort of vibe. I know when it was first announced, I was making kind of snide comments about, oh, could they not get the Redwall rights? But you know what? I take all that back. This is amazing. So again, for those of you who are joining us, this is not... I'm trying to give as few spoilers as possible. So, Moss is the name of the world, I believe. That's a good question. I'm sure someone somewhere did some market research that said Moss looked better on a t-shirt than Quill did. Honestly, those thorns look more like rhubarb. Oh, let's see. Oh, sorry guys, I gave away another spoiler. Damn, I'm trying to avoid doing that, but... Yeah, well, the whole organizing concept here is books and reading. So, me, the floating... Can I see my reflection? I don't know if you can see that glowing face there, that's me. I am a reader, and that's what the characters refer to me as. And in kind of disconcerting moments, they will actually look up at you. Missed that one the first time through. Do I have to just... Alright, let's go around again. Again, this is what makes it different from another platformer, is the fact that, again, it looks like this real world. Hey, Twix! Okay. Nope. That was the wrong... Oh, see? Because I didn't change my perspective, I didn't see that little hole. Contrast cubing with our viewability. Yeah. Something... Yeah, Pukistan, so I had... We've been having some issues. They keep getting kicked. Yeah. So what was happening was I started one live stream. Hi, hello. Started one live stream and then got kicked and had to start a new one, and then it happened again. So I'm going to preface this. If I get kicked again, I'm probably going to stop and figure out what's going on, because I know it's really disruptive to you folks. And if I'm going through all the effort to do a stream for you guys, I want to make sure it's... as good as I can make it. This pass, I'm gonna leave because I don't want to spoil. Yeah, I'm trying not to spoil too much. Again, being a puzzle game, you don't want to give. Oh. Hey, anything down there? I'm just breaking that rule left and right, aren't I? All right, so I'm definitely coming to the conclusion that there's one of those in every stream. So this is another area where we get that sense of scale I was talking about. Everything is down here and mouse-sized, but you can stand up and look and see how just expansive the world. I mean, this is set in a real world with human-sized objects as well as mouse-size. Okay. Let's see. So it zooms in and stuff. That is you actually standing. Yes, that is me standing up and moving around physically in my room. So like when I'm zooming in to look at Quill there, that's me actually getting up, getting my face right up into hers. Which is good, she doesn't have any personal space boundaries. So she's not too freaked out when I do that. Hey! Oh, is she going to pet me? Well, thank you. And then, if you missed it before, you can totally pet her. Yeah, it is so cool. That's the difference. When you hear people saying, oh, it's just another platformer, that's what makes it different. Is this on OG? Yes, this is on the original PS4. I do not have the budget for the PS Pro. Okay, let's see. Imagine that. The gates close. So here are the main enemies you see a lot of in the game. They're actually pretty difficult. And Quill is pretty fragile. She can only take a few hits before she's dead. The good news is, you can heal her like that, and you can grab the enemies and stop them. Now, when you do that, so right now I'm actually physically moving the DualShock controller to move it around, which lets me control it, and then I control Quill with the analog, so I can actually control them both independently, which is very much a pat your head, rub your stomach sort of skill that you have to develop later. Now, when I have it frozen like that, if I let it go, it stays stunned for a moment or two and gets back up. And if I have it frozen, I can hit it once, but that kind of unlocks it, and immediately counterattacks. All right, so here's another one. Can you do another Patreon AMA? Yeah, if you want. Yeah, believe me, it gets even more interesting later in the game. I'm not going to I don't think I'll do those levels too much. I gotta heal. But believe me, it gets really complicated. As far as the Patreon AMA, if you folks really want that, I'll happily do that. Tell you what, just send me some questions either on Twitter at Dezrah or just to my personal email at dezrah@gmail.com, DEZRAH@gmail.com, or again, just do a mention on Twitter at Dezrah, DEZRAH, and yeah, if I get like a good 4 or 5 questions, I'll do another AMA. Honestly, I love those because it makes it much easier to think of an idea for the Litterbox episodes.
A whisper echoed through the trees.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, we have, for all of our Patreon supporters, we have a separate channel on video, separate video channel on Patreon. So all the hosts, Jeremy, Brian, Michelle, and myself, will record just a separate episode. We call it the Litterbox, where we kind of talk about ourselves, our lives, or something that's important to us. Brian has also been posting the audio of all the episodes on there as well. So if you're an audio podcaster, like me. Oh, you know what? I just skipped through that. That's okay. Yeah, you know, I normally totally support waiting for a sale. And a lot of the kind of the shovelware games we've been getting lately, I would absolutely agree with that. But this is so fantastic and the result of so much effort on Polyarch's side that I'm going to recommend something very unusual for me. I'm going to say buy this at full price because I want the community to reward these guys. Wait for book bundle. Yeah, hopefully. I want more games like this. You know, I think we should call for better. I think we deserve better. And I think the best way we can show that is by voting with our pocketbooks. We need to show Sony and Polyarch that, yes, this is the kind of game we want. Use the forest quill. Actually, that's not Quill, it's me. Okay, so you'd think, all right, well, we're heading into this castle place. Yeah, but longer, absolutely. Yeah, that is my one. So, my one complaint about this is the length. But yeah, it is strongly. Well, there we go. It is strongly hinted at this is just the first of many. So here's the question: do I stop here or go into the castle? Let's have a vote. Do you want spoilers about the castle? No votes. So we didn't. Theseus was disappointing. Awesome. All right, screw it. I'm going in. Castle. I love that show. I'm working so I'll be back out and not watch more. Yeah, we're starting. The puzzles get significantly more difficult inside the castle. So look at this. Okay, now we've gone from exterior views, which is very obvious and easy. Well, not easy to create a sense of scale, but I'm gonna get up. So again, I'm actually physically getting up in my room, and I want to bend my head down, like, because I'm afraid of hitting the walls here. It feels so real, and there's so much depth here. It's, yeah, Darren, this game makes me so happy as well. The lighting, just everything. Like, I can't. She's still looking at me. All right, I know I'm gushing. I get it. I get it. And there's those people who are watching this and reading the views. Oh, I just lost my chair. Another, I guess, critique or something you should be aware of. If you're like me and you have your cameras up near the top of your TV set or entertainment center, in the game setup, it tells you to move it down to the bottom, because there are definitely some wonkiness issues with the camera, and I don't know if my little floating sphere there, yeah, it goes away. So what I've done is actually move myself closer than I normally sit, and that seems to have taken care of most of the issues. I really don't feel like changing my whole setup for one game, although I guess I did change it for Spark, so that's really. But yeah, any of the Team Ico games would be fantastic. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that in the chat, but Brian did post something about the links to the Patreon in there. So again, your support there is like hugely appreciated. I can't get over how much it means to us to have you guys supporting us like that. Back, my break is nearly over. Like stand a tripod. That is a good idea, except that right now my setup is in the middle of my living room, and I don't think Mrs. Dezrah would appreciate a mic stand in the middle of the living room. I am working on creating a separate room just for VR and podcast stuff. Brian can vouch for that. So once that gets all set, then I can get a little more crazy with the... Did you guys see on Reddit, gosh, maybe a month ago, the guy who set up the cable ties and what are they called, like those keychain zips? Happy with that? Absolutely. You know those keychain zipper things? Yeah, I know, Polish. I'm trying to try not to spoil too much, although I keep violating that. Oh no, I'm trapped. There we go. So this red circle here is one of the triggers for most of the puzzles. Am I being stupid? I'm being stupid, aren't I? I haven't tried VRFC yet. Brian just did a live stream of that earlier today, and I think he's going to be putting up a review of that pretty soon. Yeah, Polish Paul, do you know is there actually one in every scene, or is it just or just most scenes? Because if it's in every scene, then I haven't found nearly enough of them. What am I not seeing? God, I've done this already once. It is most... Okay. I'm feeling very dumb all of a sudden. Oh, see? Yep. There we go. That's one of those many, like I said, you need to stand up and look around. Hey. All right. Why can't I make this jump? I feel like there's something important I'm not doing. I know. I'm feeling very stupid. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Yeah. You know, I gotta say, it's getting more popular here in the US. Oh, jeez. What the heck is wrong with me? And then we move him there. There we go. Hey, did you give me a thumbs up? Hooray. Wow, that took entirely too long. Okay, room full of bad guys. Gee, I wonder what's going to happen if I fall into the middle here. Okay. Let's do this. Ooh, two at once. Yeah, the combat isn't exactly where it shines. I think of it more of a puzzle game with combat elements. It's really not meant to be a brawler. You know, it would be interesting if there were more Zelda-like, you know, adding up and changing your weapons. But I'm totally okay with the way it is. You know, as far as a character goes, Quill is... You know, she's a mouse that lives in a world where you need a sword, but I don't consider her like a warrior. So I'm okay with her trying to use her smarts more. Oh man, see, this is one of the things you just can't capture it in a video, like just the... It looks like a tunnel. It is a tunnel. So, Polish Paul, this is actually where you helped me out, believe it or not. The first time I had gone through here... I think I got it, didn't I? I can use on Alien VR. Again, I am the poser. As far as like keeping up to date on the news and all that, Brian is your guy for that. For semi-thoughtful analysis... Yeah, no, I've missed a bunch. I'm actually trying not to catch too many of the scrolls because I don't want to give too much away for folks. There's just ones that I happened upon that I missed the first time. Let's see. We have a magical switch that appears to do nothing. We have a box I can move. And a switch there. I wonder if that switch there is something. I wonder what they are for. Yeah, that's... Oh, Alien Isolation VR was... Yeah, that would be... I think too much. No, I didn't set up my camera under the TV. I kept it where it normally is, which is over the TV. But what I did have to do was actually move my seat a little closer. Hey, A-Rod. Pulling the switch. Aha! There we go. So this is the first time I get to show you guys one of the other, let's call it mechanics in the game. So, I get my bad guy... Hey, thanks for stopping by, Polish Paul. And now I move on here, and if one of the bad guys is activating a switch, it'll stay there. Frozen in time. So, blah, 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 blah. You can't hit me, you can't hit me. Does it track well when it's over the TV? I found as long as I move myself closer, it's fine. As far as what I mostly need to do. As you can see, so this little blue orb is the DS4. Oh no, it's that time of the day. So some of you may have heard on Patreon or whatnot, I have a weird setup where at about this time in the afternoon, the light goes through one of the curtains in my house and I get a bright red blob behind me. Oh, yeah. And so I start getting mysterious floating orbs. So that's starting to happen now. But I would say for most people, you're going to be fine with just either moving the camera where they tell you to or just scooching yourself up closer. When you're in VR, this game has to be experienced in VR. Just like VR itself, a video doesn't do it justice. Again, I mean, look, I can stand up. This is me standing up and moving around. I can actually peer up and out of the castle. All right. Hey, Lewis Knight, man. I was hoping to see you here. Sorry, review. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Hey-Rod. This whole gaming review thing is new to me, so I appreciate your patience with me. So we're going to move him over here. And then there must be some magical way to get that over here. Let's see if we can figure it out. He says like he doesn't know. So again, I'm trying not to spoil too many secret location things. Yeah, it is an incredibly beautiful game. But I will sort of give away some of the puzzles. Alright. But I would say, like, I don't think the puzzles are particularly difficult or challenging to understand. Some of them do require a little bit of effort to actually make work. Yeah, I know, I shouldn't have killed him, but he'll be back. That's the other good thing, is as far as I can tell, you can't get stuck anywhere. Like, there's no way to, like, screw yourself up so badly. Like, for instance, I actually do need 2 of those beetle guys here. Okay, so, here. Nice touch. I'm trying to tell her to jump up. No, I can't do that. Nope. And move him off there. What happens? Nothing. There we go. Over here, and there's another little switch there. Hooray! And now I can get this bad guy over there. Come on. Is this related to Journey somehow? Not explicitly, as far as I know. That's ass. Come on, get over there. Oops. I'm gonna miss my ride. By the way, these blocks will crush and kill you if you time things wrong. Thankfully, I've been pretty good at not killing Quill yet so far today. But it is so upsetting when you do. Honestly, out of watching a character die in video games hasn't been this upsetting since watching Lara Croft drown in the original Tomb Raider. Well, thank you, Donald Carter. What's good? This is good. I got killed 2 times here. Yeah, oh no, I was brutally crushed many, many times. In fact, this is one of the places I got stuck. Hey, this looks familiar. So here's what happened. Polish Paul has left already. But I came back to this room, and for some reason I had forgotten that I had flipped this switch here. And so I kept running down to it and trying to flip it, and it wasn't working. I was like, oh, there must be something else I have to unlock. So instead of actually doing what I tell everyone to, stand up, look around, and see, oh, there's a tunnel back there. And I believe, to those of you who played the demo, this next room is going to look very, very familiar. In fact, because this was the majority of the demo. Okay. And again, one thing I don't think that's also coming through, I talk so much about how great this game looks. The audio is great. Like, I'm going to be silent for a second. Yeah, you can just, with headphones on, you can just hear the echoes of the small motions of the beetle guy there. You can hear the wind kind of working through the corridors. It's something pretty special. Hey, get over here. That's one of those ones I know I'm going to forget how to do. I think I have to get him over here, right? No. Right, I gotta go over here. Move him over there. Again, if you don't want puzzles spoiled, then I'm sorry. But to show you guys the game, I pretty much have to do this. Yeah, this part was in the demo, yep. Yeah, it really is like, I know it's sounding redundant saying it over and over again, but you know, I think on Reddit I was talking about it today, and I think the two most beautiful games in PSVR right now are, oh, high five, yay! She gives you a high five! How cute is that? Okay, no, this and I think Bound are two of the most beautiful games I've ever played, period, and for very different reasons. Bound is just, from a graphic design point of view, amazing. Just the contrast in colors and the shapes and the way the whole world is just constantly moving is just, you know, this abstractly breathtaking experience. Moss, it's beautiful because it is so detailed and so grounded in reality. Yeah. Let's see if I can remember what to do here. Look at how cute she is when she's moving. Oh, okay. So here's a question. Do I show you folks how to beat this, or do we stop it here? Because I think this is probably the first puzzle that actually takes some real timing. One of the first places I really got stuck. And there's a good chance I'm going to get stuck again if I play this. What time is it? Ooh. Alright, 1:39. Alright, I'm already going on. Oh no! What happened? Ah. Did I get kicked? Alright, here we go. We're back. Yeah, I know, Quill. I know. Alright, so I am back on air. Alright, something really weird is happening with my connection right now. Okay, if you're still seeing me, please let me know. Alright, thank you. Oh, so I guess Unseen can still see me. Okay. Tell you what, I'll play for about 10 more minutes, then I have to go get the kids. So, okay. This gets real hard real fast. Oh right, yeah. I want next gen. I want LCARS menus. Give me DLC for Bridge Crew. Yeah. The most. I will forgive the pun because the game is worth it. All right. So here's the other cool thing. So these are another version of the beetle monsters we've been dealing with. As you may have seen, they are projectile. They do have projectiles. But here's the cool thing. I can grab them, and I can use their projectiles myself. Pretty neat, huh? Unfortunately, it doesn't really buy that much time because Ah. Oh, I just realized something. As much as... Oh. As much as your comments are fantastic, that just got in the way. Okay. Yeah, it is so disappointing when Quill dies. Oh, that's right. I forget. You gotta kill these guys. So a lot of times, from what I can tell, like getting rid of these screens, you have to kill... Oh, I just shot myself. You have to kill these things in kind of a sequence. Not me, him. Yeah, no, you're right on scene. I mean, this is... We have definitely had an embarrassment of riches this past couple weeks. And then with the sale, it's been a pretty great time to be a PSVR owner. Alright, I think that did it. Oh, so her health indicator is in the bag. So right now it's kind of... Oh, hello. What was that? Alright, you guys see that? A-Rod, yeah, I would love to do more. It's just a matter of timing, but thanks so much for stopping by. So what I was saying, her health indicator is in her backpack there. So what's blue is good. She does that. Is it actual ASL? Or is it just kind of like hand signals? This is very nice. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I have to get over there. Actual ASL. Oh, I did not know that. That's amazing. Yeah, that's one thing I would love to see PlayStation do more. Hey, Lewis Knight. Yeah, we've had some technical issues on my end, so it's not you. I'm going to give you the "it's not you, it's me" speech. No, I would love to see more more compatibility and what's the word I'm looking for? Usability for people with different disabilities. I think there's such potential in VR for those communities. Oh, really? Just for the ASL? Oh, that's awesome. I didn't realize that. I'm going to have to pay closer attention to her. This is totally like... Alright, so, again, I can control the bad guys. I can fire. The aiming takes a little getting used to. Get out of my way. Again, banging on that sand drum, but like, look at the space we're taking up here. You can get up and look around and see everything that's hidden. And yes, I did just shrink down because I thought I was going to hit my head against the ceiling. It is that immersive. So this isn't immersive in like your first-person shooter type of immersive, but it is immersive as in it makes you feel like you're in a real world. All right, this gets complicated. Muy complicado. Boop. So I find myself repeating the same stuff over and over again. So if anyone has any questions for me, please, by all means, ask away. So not only can these switches be activated by the bad guys, you can hit them and activate them yourself. So there is one of the secrets. It is not very secret, but the method to get to it is tricky. So I haven't actually figured that out yet myself. They're going to add more chapters. I believe that's the promise. It sounds like it. I mean, it refers to itself. You know, you are a reader, and the story is called Book 1. Without spoiling, yes. Yeah, it definitely, it refers to itself as a book and specifically says Book 1. So I'm going to say a wholehearted yes, there's definitely something going on as far as sequels go. But again, unless they actually get the support, unless we actually see the sales, that's not going to happen. Ooh. Isn't that special? So I know many of you want to wait for the sale, and I get that. I totally do. But if we want them to see that we really, really, this is the kind of gaming experience we want, we got to show them, man. Yeah, it is an expensive game for the amount of content, if that's how you want to value it. But I would rather have 3 hours of beauty and fun gameplay than 10 hours of garbage. Which is, you know, quantity. You know, I don't think a ton of quantity makes up for a lack of quality. You know what I'm saying? Oh wait, no, I screwed that up. So for those of you who missed it before, I was saying you actually. So right now I'm in control of both Quill with the analog stick and the. No, it shouldn't be one or the other. No, I agree. I agree. But if I have to make a choice, yeah, I haven't figured that out either. If I have to make the choice between having a short game of this quality and a long game of questionable quality, I will choose this every time. You know what? I think this is probably a good place to end my stream and the game. So, we've made it all the way for this treasure. Of course, because it's a... Man, you know what? If there's pottery, we're going to smash it. Okay. Ooh, that was close. Alright, ready for this, Quill? We got it? Alright. What time is it? It is just about 2 o'clock. So... 16 hours from that price. Yeah, no, I get it. I definitely get it. Alright, so now I'm carrying this little shield. Alright, everybody. I think that's going to do it for me for today. So thank you very much for watching and all your support. And if this was a hit, hey, if you guys don't mind the noontime streams, I can definitely have that happen more often. Alright, so for Without Parole Games, this is Dez. Thanks so much for watching my Moss stream. Sorry we had the technical difficulties there, but we will catch you later, and Quill and I will say goodbye. Bye. I can't make her wave. What if I wave to her? Will she wave back? No, she won't. Later. See you later, guys. Alright. Oh. Bye, Quill.